Facts First presents Postman finds dangerous dog tied to a tree and teaches cruel owner a valuable lesson. Most people don't realize how difficult being a postal worker can be. They spend their days on their feet, walking from mailbox to mailbox delivering the mail. They go out and deliver the mail whether it's 20 degrees outside or 120 degrees. If it's raining, they deliver your mail. If it's snowing, they deliver your mail. They also encounter pets quite often, and in some cases it's a cat napping on the mailbox. In others, it's a snarling, angry dog trying to protect their owners. And regardless of all these issues, postal workers endure it all just so you can get your mail. Well, Dan Targonsk is a postal worker in Philadelphia, and he spends his days walking the streets delivering the mail. On most days, the job is uneventful. He knows many of the people on his route, and if he sees them, he'll stop and make some small talk for a minute or two. Then one day, in 2018, he saw something strange on his route, and he couldn't ignore it. There was a dirty boxer tied to a tree on a sidewalk. The dog was all alone. It had no water, and the dog was just baking in the hot summer sun. When he got closer to the dog, he realized the dog was in serious trouble. He knew it would be up to him to save this poor dog's life. The first thing Dan did was to rush to a local store to get the dog some water. It was clear this dog had been baking in the sun for hours, and Dan knew it needed water fast. He put the water dish in front of the dog and realized she needed more help than he could give. So he got onto his phone and he called a local animal rescue organization in Philadelphia. He let them know what was going on with the dog, and they offered to send somebody out to get the dog. Dan still had plenty of stops left to make on his route, but he didn't care. He was not going to leave her side until help came. She was so thin that it was obvious she was also starving to death. This poor dog had already been through so much, and Dan didn't want her to feel alone if he walked away. Dan waited for a short time, and someone from the Adopt-A-Boxer rescue came and picked up the dog. They named her Cooperus and took her to a vet immediately for treatment. When they attempted to pick up Cooperus, they realized her health was much worse than they even imagined. When they got Cooperus to the vet, they discovered a large wound on her head. They believed that it was either a knife wound or maybe even a bullet wound. Her jaw was broken and several of her teeth had been removed. Judging by her weight, they were sure that she hadn't been fed in weeks. You could literally count every single rib because she was that thin. Dawn Karam, the founder of Adopt-A-Boxer Rescue, had never seen a case of abuse so severe. The way that Cooperus acted shocked everybody at the rescue center. They'd seen abused dogs all the time, but none who craved attention the way that this dog did. Even though her horrible owner beat her, stabbed or shot her and left her to die, she still loved and trusted humans. She'd get excited when a human would come to pet her and play with her. This dog's strong will shocked everybody. When Cooperus was well enough to leave the vet clinic, the rescue group found her a foster home where she could continue in her recovery. Slowly but surely, the dog's physical health improved. There was no need for her foster family to help her recover emotionally because she was already a very happy dog, despite what she'd been through. When Cooperus had healed completely, the rescue found her what she'd been craving her entire life. They found her a forever home with a family who would give her all the attention she could ever need. When word got out about what this poor dog had endured and how sweet it was, several local TV shows wanted the dog to be on television. So she made several TV appearances, and the one that meant the most was when she and Dan were reunited on camera. When he first saw her, he couldn't believe it was the same dog. She looked happy and healthy, and Dan couldn't have been happier. The rescue reported the incident to the local police as well, and they began searching for the person who did these awful things to the dog. The police believe that Cooper's previous owners deserve to be in prison for what they did to her. They haven't found the owners yet, but fortunately, Cooperus has a new owner, a very loving forever family. This dog really deserved a happy ending. What should happen to the previous owners once they're found? Tell us in the comments below. If you like this video, click that like button. Also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos.